rounds of 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
Matt Robinson joined again by Dutch boxing great and celebrity, but boxing great at the start, Enrico La Cruz.
Yes, welcome.
Got a very interesting matchup here. The men's elite 60kg final in the red from Ukraine, Oleksandr Vasko, and in the blue from the Netherlands, Mahmoud Al-Chabtoun. Two very different styles. The aggressive man in the red, slick boxer in the blue. The question will be, can the man in the blue keep the man in the red off him?
I know the Ukrainian guy from, I think, way back.
Yeah?
I think so.
These Ukrainians, I mean, they're just so... When you meet them in the corridor, they don't say much, like silent assassins when they get in the ring. It's so ferocious.
Ukrainian guys came to fight today.
He comes to fight every day, does this man. I don't know if this suits the man in blue. I think he's much better when he boxes long, boxes at range. You don't want to be trading up with a man in red. He's a smaller target to hit. He punches hard. He prefers bent arm shots up close.
Mahmoud needs to fight on his own distance, I think. But the Ukrainian guys keep pulling the pressure off. Keep giving him pressure.
I'm sure you, in your illustrious career as an amateur boxer, I'm sure you box boxers like the man in red who are aggressive, come forward. Is that the advice you'd be giving him? Box at range, keeping it long?
I just like to keep my own distance. Step back counter. Not many. I throw not many shots, maybe uppercut sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
But it's hard, you know. It's hard to it's round one. Condition is high. Volume of punches is very high, so that's why I like boxing, you know. Every second there's something else, something new.
I guess you can only box and move for so long, because ultimately the guy is going to catch up with you. And some brilliant exchanges here. I'll probably give it to the man in red here.
Yes, I think so.
I think the man in blue did have some success, but man in red just, yes, he was getting a few shots blocked, but he was landing. He looked stronger as well.
That's true.
Oh, interesting. He's got a split decision. 3-2 to the man in blue. So Mahmoud Al-Chabtoun, 10-9 on 3 judges' scorecards. Man in red, Oleksandr Vasko, 10-9 on 2.
Interesting. We'll see what round 2 brings us.
He had his moments, did the man in blue, but I thought for the most part of that round, the man in red was the aggressive, but it was effective. Some shots were going through, he landed more.
Exactly.
See, that was good from the man in blue there. Short, snappy combinations and then moved off, but he doesn't want to be stood there trading with this guy. I still think the man in red needs to be a little bit smarter. Obviously he's aggressive, but he needs to move that head a little bit more when he steps in.
Now he's eating more punches than the earlier round.
But no, if I'm being honest, I think the man in blue's landed the cleaner shots here. The man in red's sort of smothering his work a little bit. And you see that then, he's getting his jab going. He needs to get that going more against someone like the man in red. Stiff upstairs, stiff downstairs. Neutralise the man in red coming in, or at least trying to stop him coming in.
I think the man in red, the Korean, is throwing too many punches, you know, too many.
And then, like, not all landing, are they?
True.
And actually, you probably want just a good example there, where about 7 or 8 punches, none of them landed. Actually, different levels, different tempos maybe. Take a step back and quickly go again. I think he needs to be careful, does the man in blue. He's been warned 3 or 4 times now for where his head is. He's just relentless, isn't he, the man in red? I mean, he's just coming forward and forward. Going to get a warning here, isn't he, the man in blue?
Yes. I think for holding, I think. Yeah. Oh, the head up. Head
yeah.
up. Heads.
Good shot by blue. I think that was a better round. I thought the man in red won round 1. I thought the man in blue won round 2.
Fair enough.
You think the same? Did you think he was better in that round?
I think he landed in a better shots. Stepping away, counter, I think 1-2 for the blue corner.
And obviously he had the point for the head as well, so yeah, so the man in blue unanimous actually on all scores. And then the question is, well, what does that mean going into the 3rd round? Well, it means 2 judges have it in favour of the man in red, 3 have it in favour of the man in blue. So all to play for, really. Small hill to climb for the man in red. I think if there was a bit more strategy behind the man in red, he might have more success here, but sort of rushing in a little bit. Good lateral movement by the man in blue. Staying quite elusive. It's like a mini Oleksandr Kisniak, this man in red, isn't he? He just comes forward.
The smallest thing. Oleksandr Kisniak, exactly. Little brother, maybe little brother.
Yeah. tell you what, if he does win this bout, the man in blue, he's had to work hard for it, hasn't he? Because the man in red is so aggressive. He's just smothering his own work as the man in red. He's not giving himself enough room. He wants to be close, but he's just not giving himself enough room.
Yes, he's too close, I think. He want to land some big shots.
Really funny. We've got a loud Ukrainian crowd and a loud Netherlands crowd, haven't we? So it's electric in here tonight. I don't know if he's going to get warned, a firm warning here soon, the man in blue. For his head again.
Heading.
I think the man in red was getting very frustrated with all the movement from the man in blue at the end there. But
Medal en Henny van Bemmel, voormalig bondscoach Boksbond, graag naar de ring.
And what do you think?
I think based on the scoring, I think blue probably edged the split decision, but I still think the man in red should have been given the first round. But it makes it really tricky. I think the last two rounds, the man in blue.
It's very close call, I think.
Yeah.
Very close call.
And you've also got to factor in how effective was the man in red's aggression. He was smothering his own work. I think he was making it harder for himself. But let's see.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a big applause. Stands in the blue corner.
The man in red not happy about that at all, was he? But
Please enter the ring.